Nigerian troops have recorded another strong breakthrough in the northeast, and this latest development is something many Nigerians have been waiting to hear. In a series of coordinated ground operations across parts of Borno and Yobe states, soldiers under Operation Hadinkai moved with precision against terrorist enclaves and disrupted their activities in a major way. Reports confirm that several fighters were neutralized during intense engagement, while a significant number of weapons and logistic supplies were recovered on the ground. What makes this operation especially important is how it was executed. The troops did not move blindly. The mission was intelligence-driven. Security sources revealed that local information and surveillance helped pinpoint locations where these groups were hiding and regrouping. Acting on that information, troops advanced strategically, closing in on the identified areas and preventing escape routes. The result was a successful engagement that forced the fighters into disarray. During the clearance operations, soldiers recovered AK-47 rifles, motorcycles used for mobility, communication devices, and other materials believed to support field movement and coordination. When you think about it, these recoveries go beyond just items. Each weapon taken off the field reduces potential threats. Each motorcycle seized limits rapid movement across difficult terrain. Each communication device recovered disrupts coordination. These are practical steps that weaken the operational strength of insurgent networks. According to updates from security channels, the operations formed part of ongoing clearance efforts across key locations in the northeast. In recent months, troops have intensified patrols, ambush responses, and targeted offensives aimed at denying armed groups the ability to regroup. This steady pressure appears to be producing visible results. In several encounters, fleeing fighters reportedly abandoned equipment, which signals operational disruption and reduced confidence among their ranks. For residents in affected communities, this is more than just a military headline. It represents hope. In many of these areas, farming, trading, and daily life have faced interruptions for years due to insecurity. When troops secure these corridors and clear out hideouts, it creates breathing space for normal life to gradually return. Markets reopen, farmers consider going back to their fields, transport routes become safer. These are the quiet but powerful effects of sustained security efforts. Now, let's pause and reflect on something important. Security operations are not only about direct confrontation, they also involve intelligence gathering, coordination with local support groups, air surveillance, and long-term stabilization planning. The fact that these missions are becoming more coordinated suggests improved operational synergy. That synergy is crucial for lasting peace in the region. Another key point is logistics disruption. Armed groups rely heavily on supply lines to sustain operations. When troops recover logistics materials, they interrupt that chain. Without consistent supplies, mobility and coordination become more difficult. Over time, that kind of pressure can reduce the frequency and scale of hostile activities. At the same time, it is important to remember that security challenges are complex. While battlefield gains are significant, long-term peace also requires rebuilding trust, infrastructure, and economic stability. Schools must function, healthcare must be accessible, youth opportunities must expand. When development works side by side with security operations, the results are more sustainable. So, here is a question for you. Do you believe these intensified operations will finally create lasting stability in the northeast? Or do you think more strategic reforms are needed alongside military efforts? Share your thoughts in the comment section because your voice matters in conversations about national progress. And please, if you value updates like this, take a moment right now to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you clear, balanced, and timely reports. The Northeast has faced years of security pressure, but consistent operations like this show that progress is ongoing. Each successful clearance mission sends a message that territorial control is being challenged and reclaimed. Each weapon recovery represents prevention of future harm. Each coordinated operation strengthens confidence among citizens who have long hoped for stability. We will continue to monitor developments closely as troops maintain their momentum. Security forces remain active across multiple corridors, and observers say further updates are expected as operations advance deeper into identified zones. One thing many people may not realize is how much the strategy in the Northeast has evolved over time. In the early years of the crisis, armed groups were able to move freely across large territories. But today, the pattern is different. Military operations are more targeted, more intelligence-based, and more coordinated across land and air components. That shift is important because it shows that lessons have been learned and applied on the field. Under the coordination of Nigerian Army, troops have been working closely with air support units and other security agencies. This kind of collaboration allows for faster response when suspicious movement is detected. It also ensures that ground forces are not operating in isolation. When surveillance spots unusual activity, action can be taken quickly, limiting the ability of armed groups to regroup or relocate. Another key development is the involvement of local support networks. Community-based intelligence plays a powerful role in modern security operations. Residents who understand the terrain, movement patterns, and unfamiliar faces in their environment can provide useful tips. When those tips are verified and acted upon responsibly, they strengthen national security efforts. This partnership between civilians and security forces has quietly improved operational accuracy. Let us also talk about morale. Successful operations have a psychological impact. When troops record victories and recover weapons, it boosts confidence within the ranks. At the same time, it can reduce confidence among hostile groups who see their supply routes disrupted and their movements restricted. In security matters, morale is not just an emotional factor. It directly affects operational performance. However, there is another side to the story that viewers should consider. Sustained success requires consistency. One operation alone cannot solve a long-running crisis. What matters most is steady pressure, strategic planning, and long-term rebuilding. That includes rebuilding schools, clinics, roads, and markets in communities that have been affected. Security clears the path, but development keeps the path open. This is where national unity becomes crucial. Security is not only the responsibility of soldiers. It also depends on information sharing, responsible communication, and avoiding the spread of unverified rumors. When citizens stay informed through credible sources and support lawful efforts, it strengthens collective resilience. Let me ask you something directly. Do you think more investment should go into technology and surveillance systems to support troops on the field? Or do you believe community development programs should receive equal attention alongside military action? Drop your opinion in the comments section. Your insight adds depth to this discussion. And if you appreciate balanced updates like this, please pause for a second, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. That simple action helps this platform grow and ensures you never miss important national updates. Looking ahead, analysts believe the coming months will be critical. Continued operations combined with supply disruption and coordinated patrols may further reduce the operational space of armed groups in the northeast. If momentum is maintained, communities could experience even greater stability. At the same time, authorities will need to remain alert. Security challenges can shift quickly. Adaptability and readiness will remain essential. What we are witnessing now is a phase of sustained pressure designed to create lasting calm, not just temporary relief. The bigger picture here is progress. It may not happen overnight, and it may not always dominate headlines, but consistent field operations, equipment recoveries, and territorial control all point towards steady movement in one direction: improved safety. Before we wrap up this extended gist, think about this. Lasting peace is built step by step. Each successful clearance, each recovered weapon, and each secured village adds one more step forward.